right, so this is going to be the start of the stator cover to show you how it is and exactly how deep the scratches are. And we're going to show you how it looks each step, grit by grit, after sanding it. So this was like 2 or 3 minutes with 60 grit, and obviously the scratches are still there, but it is starting to get a tiny bit smoother. So let's move on to the next grit. All right, so here's where we are after 100 grit. We ended up using our little sand block to help out. But with 100 grit, as you can see, we got a lot of the scrapes out. There's still a lot more to go, so now we're gonna go to 150. All right, so this is after using 150 grit. As you can see, we still have those huge deep scratches right here and a couple over here, but it's really not as bad as it used to be. And it is starting to get pretty darn smooth, so we're on the way. So just gotta be patient and keep going through the grits. And when you're using each grit, use it to the most that you can. So this is where we are after we kept using the 150 grit. And we basically got down to where we needed to get. So we're just gonna go up in the grits now, and it'll end up smoothing it out almost to a polished finish. All right, 400's done, and you can see it's starting to get a little bit of shine to it now. All right, we just finished 800 grit, and you can see now there is starting to get a pretty decent reflection. Here's what we're looking like after 1,000 grit. Here's how it looks after 2,000 grit. You can see it's basically a mirror finish for the most part. It's, you know, if I put my finger on it, you could see the reflection really good. So we're still going to paint it, but when you're at this stage, you shouldn't have any issues after painting it. So we did end up painting it. So here's how an OEM cover looks that has not had any rash on it. You can see there's a couple scratches on it, nothing crazy, but depending on how bad the rash is will depend on how much of the lettering you have left. But for the most part on these covers, you can usually just sand them out and they'll still be good and they won't leak. Obviously, if the cover leaks, you need to replace it or find some way to seal it. The best thing would be to replace the whole cover itself.